Welcome back to Tennessee This Week. Time for the final word. You know, with the recent controversies in both sides of the legislative administrative sides of Knox County government, lots of folks were surprised to find out that there is no provision to recall an elected official in the charter. Only through an ouster suit can an elected official be removed from office, and that has to be initiated by either the county law director or the county attorney general. But there is a movement afoot to change that. And joining us for the final word this afternoon is Brian Paone, the person behind the recall amendment effort. And Brian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So is it because of all the things that have been going on both in the mayor's office and now with this Sunshine lawsuit trial that forced you as a citizen to say, wait a minute, I need to take back my government, and I think we need an ability to recall some of these people?
Oh, definitely. I was looking at this, and I wasn't the only one. I was talking with Greg Mackey at the Election Commission, and he said several people had been calling about asking about a recall, and there just isn't a provision in there.
And that's surprising, because I know the city charter, there is an opportunity for citizens to recall those elected officials, but not in the Knox County charter. How surprised were you, and what were your first steps in terms of trying to put this petition drive together?
Well, I was fairly surprised about it. I mean, if you have an opportunity to hire somebody, you should have an opportunity to get rid of them before, you know, going to the ballot box. Mm-hmm. So actually, it kind of started in an internet forum. We were kicking around the idea about it, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Where are we right now? How many, have you actually physically started the petition drive itself?
We haven't physically started the petition drive. We have an informal petition going. We want the commission to take the lead on this. We want them to say, we're going to prove that we want accountability. We're going to present this without having to
make the citizens go and get the signatures.
Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't speak to Commissioner Norman on this program about that, but I have talked to him and others in the past. Others are saying, well, you know, it's not a bad effort, but I don't know that the time is correct, because we've got all these other issues. We've got 12 appointments. Is it a special election? What's the process if it's an appointment process, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Is the timing right for this recall effort?
We believe so. We believe that timing is of the essence if we want to hold our government accountable. We want to be able to head off any of these kind of problems as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. What if County Commission refuses to accept your position and says, all right, we're not going to put it on the ballot in August?
Well, then the citizens are going to have to take it into their own hands, and we alone hold dominion over our own charter, so we're going to do just that if we have to.
Now, that would mean how many thousands of signatures of registered voters in Knox County?
Right now, the number we're working with is 40,000 in 75 days.
Wow. I mean, you understand what a major task that would be.
That is a major task. However, we have 5 citizens groups on board so far. So we have about 100 people who have committed to go out and get those signatures. 40,000 signatures divided through 100 people divided by 75 days is only 5 or 6 signatures a person a day.
Specifically, what you would be asking for in any kind of charter change would be what?
We would be, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
No, in terms of what the actual amendment would say.
I guess the basics of the amendment are any official would be subject to recall. They would have a 6-month window after they're elected, and a 6-month window in the last 6 months of their
first year
of their first term.
Okay.
So the first 6 months, last 6 months are protected from recall.
And it would require the same kind of deal, be what, 15% of the registered voters to get that petition to a ballot? Or
that's correct. It would be 15% over 75 days. That's what state law says, and there's nothing we can do to override that.
Who else is involved? I know I've seen some of the email streams. I know Gary Sellers, who pushed for the anti-wheel tax effort a while back, is involved. Is he heavily involved, and who else is involved in your effort?
Gary Sellers is involved. He's got his own life and his own things, but he has given us the wheel tax database. Right. It's 23,000 plus signatures. We've also got on board Tamara Shepard, Lisa Starbuck, Liza Jean Holt has expressed an interest. And we'll know more later on, one more Saturday.
Is this your first sort of step into the world of politics?
I prefer to think of it as my first step into civics. I don't want to go anywhere near politics at this point.
All right, Brian, we're going to have to call it a close right there, and that is the final word. Brian, thank you very much, and good luck to you. And whether the commission calls for it or if you guys pass the petition drive, thank you for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Now, if you missed part of the program, like I see it again, you can watch it on our website at TennesseeThisWeek.com, and you can give us your comments there at the website, or you can write to us at 1306 Broadway 37917. That's